what you want to do.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Zen. I think this is going to be put up on the Zen. If not, then it most likely is, because today is the Nct Movie concert movie thing. I hadn't really paid attention to what it entails that much because of school. I just finished my finals and the semester, so I'm completely available now. I get to treat myself with this movie, and I've been waiting for this moment. Last December they had an NCT Dream movie, which I did get to go to. I made a whole vlog on that, and I never edited and posted it. But today they're doing a screening on entire NCT. Let's see, if I do the subtraction, I think it's OT 20 now, right? And my friend is so excited for it. I got to see the track list. I kind of spoiled myself a little bit, but they took out a lot of songs that were really good, and I'm kind of mad about that, but either way, it's gonna be a good time. I have my Neo Bong right now, and I can't wait. I just can't wait. Got out of church wearing my NCT drip, but my brother goes to Sunday school, so he gets out at 1:40, which is in about an hour or two. So in the meantime, I'm gonna get a few things that I need to restock, and then we'll head over there to the NCT movie. I'm so excited. I'm not happy because I spent so much money. I spent over $100 for this stuff. Some stuff I really didn't need, but I was here now, might as well get it. Why are necessary things I don't know, I feel like there was this one TikTok that explained it all, me spending on necessary things instead of using it for little treats and stuff. That's me, because all of this stuff is it's hygiene, it's necessary, but I'm just well. So let me show you what I got. A lot of the stuff that I usually use was not in stock, but I couldn't just leave with nothing because, well, I needed it. First, I got the Garnier Curl Cream. This is the only leave-in conditioner that I found in a reasonable price. I couldn't find my usual mousse from Suave, so I'm using the Aussie mousse, and it says it's leave-in conditioner. I usually get this soap. It's it's the dupe to Dove. It's the Walmart brand, and I love it, so I get it. And then I got this body wash from Olay with a shea and lavender oil. I honestly got it because it was purple, but it was at a reasonable price too. This Mitchum deodorant, I think it's men's, but yeah, it says men right there. But I like this because it's the bamboo powder. I have a woman's version, and that's my favorite deodorant forever, but they don't sell it at Walmart, and I didn't want to go to the other store that I got it from, so I got this one. This one's not that bad, but I just prefer that other one. It has 24-hour protection, and it smells good, and I got it during the summer, so I really liked it. They didn't have my Suave, what did they call it, the ones that they say that is stylist approved, or that stylists use it. That's my favorite shampoo and conditioner duo, so I got this one instead. will get to try it out. I don't know. I was so mad that they didn't have all of my things. As you can see, my hair is brown. I usually dye it, but I had dyed it purple like 3 times for the semester, but it's faded. It's so faded. So I got hair dye again, but I was debating whether to do purple again because that's what I had it, and I've always wanted to do like wine dark red, like vampire red, and I saw online like the perfect one that they had, but they didn't have it there, so I just got purple. This is the one that I used, and it's very pretty. And then just in case if it fades, because I'm planning to color it like during the winter break, and then by the time I go back to school, or I'm planning on like getting a job, it's gonna fade. So I got another one, but this one's a different type of color. It's like ashy, I think. So that's my hair stuff. All of this just for my hair. And then I got this. I got 2 of these. It's the Oreo Delight iced coffee, and fun fact, this was the thing that caused my car accident. So if you didn't see my other previous video where I explained everything, I got into a car accident, and that was because I went to a store to get like ramen that they don't sell at Walmart. So I went there, and then I decided to go to Walmart because I wanted that Oreo coffee. And then as I was turning that left turn, that's when I got hit. So all because of this coffee thing that doesn't even taste that good. It doesn't taste good, but it's cheap, and I'm a sucker for anything Oreo. It has a little bit of hint of dirt, which I kind of like, but yeah, that's ever since then I haven't gone to get the coffee that I wanted, and now I have it. So I'm taking 5 courses next semester. The semester just ended, and I'm over here like, next semester. I'm a college student. Of course, I'm going to be thinking about school even when I don't need to. So I got a 5-subject notebook, and I got it in this beautiful purple. I'm taking 5 courses, 2 in person and 3 online. So we'll see. I've been wanting to get an iPad, but we'll see about that, because I don't know. Now that I actually have a journal, because this whole semester I was not carrying paper at all, which is weird. And then finally I got this, which I honestly didn't need to, but I mentioned it in my previous video, not the previous video from the Yutazin, from my channel. I did a finals week type vlog, and I was talking about because I was doing a backpack tour, what's in my backpack thing, and then I went to my pencil case and decided to talk about every single like thing in my pencil case. And I was talking about how I really like this blue highlighter, and I couldn't find it like individually where it won't be like the highlighter is like $4 or whatever, and then the shipping is like $12. So I just decided to get the whole pack again, and I actually really like this color set. I used to not like it because I thought the colors were not that great. The blue one is my favorite one though, but I've been using these other colors like so much more. So once I finish using those, I have a backup. So that's all I have. It's 1 o'clock. My brother gets out in like 40 minutes, 30 minutes. I was planning to go to Dollar Tree, but I don't think I have Dollar Tree money because I spent $100 for all of this, and I low-key want to cry. I only have money, I only have enough money to like eat after, and that's it. I had like $150 and I spent it all on this one sitting. Well, hopefully the movie like takes care of that, because I'm so sad that I had over $100. And then I think I broke the machine because they didn't want to give me my cash back, because I promised my brother to give him like money too. And then it didn't give me my receipt. And I do those like receipt point things, and that would have been a lot of money to give me so I can have it back, but no. I hate when I'm aware of money. And I hate when I have money and then I just waste it on stupid stuff. But let's go home, and then I'll meet you at the concert. Okay, it's a movie, Eliza. It's just a movie. You're joking! So after the second time I got caught using my phone, I never picked it up. Besides, I got caught up with doing other stuff after the movie. I had to take my brother's friend back home. So when I was in the middle of the movie, like not even halfway, my brother kept calling me. Good thing that my phone was muted, but I texted really quick saying that the movie was still going on. And he replied saying that right after the movie, his friend needed to be dropped off. He told me that he didn't know that she meant that she could only be out for only an hour, and my movie was like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. At first I was like, that's dumb, why did she come then? But then it reminded me of me. My parents were strict with me growing up that if I were to go out, it could only be for like an hour. It's a Hispanic woman thing we all go through. But anyway, I went to drop her off and I drove my brothers and my friend to Burger King. We just ate and we chatted and we called it a day. My friend was telling me that they will see the 17 concert. It was gonna happen the following week. I was not going to see it. I wish I did. The 17 movie poster was right next to the NCT poster, but for some reason while I was editing, it did not want to show it. But trust me, it was there. I never showed my outfit, but basically it was my Nct t-shirt that I got from a TikToker shop back in like 2020, 2021. I don't think they have that shop anymore. I don't remember their ads or their name, but I know it was a Jaehyun stan. I wanted to buy another shirt because I loved the design of my current shirt, but I couldn't find it. The TikToker also changed their ad, like their entire name on TikTok, so I couldn't go back to what I thought the name of the person was. At the time, they were a K-pop TikTok channel, but I think they rebranded to being a normal variety channel. I'll show a picture too of my outfit. The shirt is one of my favorite tops. I wore a skirt with gray tights. I don't remember if I said in the beginning of the video, but I was just going to wear regular jeans because I thought it was going to be hot. Usually when it comes to these movies, I like to dress up like if I were actually going to a K-pop concert, or I just wanted to, dress up for the K-pop movie. But lately I have been feeling uncomfortable with wearing like skirts or whatever. Even if I have shorts underneath, if like I'm showing my bare legs, I don't know, because I tried on my skirt, which is the skirt that I usually am comfortable with. It's probably my favorite skirt too. I just didn't feel comfortable wearing just that. and I didn't have anything else to go with my t-shirt. I really didn't want to pair it with the blue, but I didn't have any um, black or dark pants to go with my top. I don't know, I'm very picky when it comes to my outfits. So I was just gonna wear a casual like t-shirt with jeans and Converse or something. But I wanted to go all out because this was a movie that I've been waiting for. But when I walked out in the morning for church, it was much colder. Well, it was in the morning around 11 o'clock, where when I went out, the weather was cooler. So instead, I changed to the tights and the skirt. And with the tights, I felt much better with the skirt. It gave an excuse for me to wear a skirt because I thought it was kind of weird if I wore a skirt, especially since my t-shirt, I got it like a size too big, or I don't know if that's the t-shirt brand, but it's very big on me. I don't know. Does that make sense? Anyway, I wore my Oxford shoes, and the only article of clothing that's green that I have that fit with my outfit, so which is my green trench coat. Once I earn money, I plan on buying more green clothes for future NCT endeavors. I was not really into green. I even went to a green high school that made green like your entire personality. But it wasn't until like this past year or so when I really cared about green, and it was just because of NCT. So yeah, I had a good time in the movie. I feel like this movie was the shortest compared to others I've been in, despite the amount of members, which would mean more content since it's like different subunits in the entire group. But finally, we got a good crowd where people were screaming as if this was a real concert. I know, but hot take, it's fun like that. I know when BTS started doing their movies, some people were recording that armies were jumping and screaming and having fun in the movies, and they would like record them and judge them and be like embarrassed for them. But I'm like this is most likely the closest way you are ever going to see these idols IRL, so might as well just have fun. The citizens did not disappoint with this, so I'm glad. Because the BTS one, people were loud, but I've been to a few other group ones and nobody else were really that loud. So I'm glad that the citizens were loud. I was going to scream either way, who cares? And I was also not afraid to use my neobong, because when I saw the first 17 concert last year, I think it was last year, but I was so afraid to use my carrot bomb. That thing is so bright, but nobody else had one. I know in the BTS movies, there would be a lot of people who had the army bombs, and I didn't. So when I went to the 17 movie, I thought there would be people with bongs, but I think I was the only one, and that thing is so bright, so I didn't want to like be the only idiot with it. But there were a few people that brought a neobong as well, or brought a green light for NCT. I know my friend, she's smart, so they just went on Amazon and bought a like general typical light stick, and it changes different colors, so she just changed it to green. The set list was not disappointing. I mean, the set list was alright. My friend sent me a screenshot of a TikTok that showed the set list, and they crossed out some that were supposedly not going to be featured in the movie. But some of the songs that were told that they were not going to be featured was there, surprisingly. I also realized that right away that Taeil wasn't there. I feel when they make these movies, there is always a member that is not there. I don't want to be ungrateful, but companies should not overwork their idols to where they might get hurt and have to be out for health purposes. I know military service is kind of mandatory, so you can't get out of that, so that's fine, but hot take, don't make these if someone is going to be out. Most of these movies had a member out, like the 17 one from last year had Minghao and Jun out, the Astro one had MJ out, and so on. Is that a controversial take? I don't know, we can talk about it, but Tail is one of my biases, and I didn't get to see him, and it didn't hit the same when his parts came out. I don't think this is a spoiler, or at least I don't think it should be, but Tail's parts were taken care of from a recording of his, so nobody took over. Something about being a Tail fan, I can just tell that some people probably did not even notice him gone or didn't care if he was gone, but that's just me. At least the end citizens from where I'm from. Moving on, to be fair, I hadn't been focusing on NCT, so I had to get a refresher and a reminder that every member is just so fine. My biases are Yuta, Tail, Chanla, and Xiaojun. But there were a good few people that had my eye that weren't my faves, and they looked so good. Everybody looked good, but my biases looked so fine, but Xiaojun was just so gorgeous. Also, Hendery caught my eye. Like, I always knew he was so beautiful, but I never had seen Hendery with hard eyes before. I know when I say this, people are gonna be like, duh, but Hechan was so handsome. He was wearing skinny pants and it attracted me so much. Like, he wore skinny jeans and some leather pants, and it just hugged his body so nice. And I just really hope when I say this, I just want to compliment him, not make a weird thing. I'm not trying to be weird, just to be clear. Also, Doyoung was gorgeous. He always has been and always will. He has been growing on my bias list for the past couple of years or so, ever since I got his photo card in Universe era. But yeah, when it comes to these K-pop movies, they usually do these story cutscene animations, which usually I don't pay attention to, if I'm being completely honest. I discovered NCT in 2018, and I was a sophomore in high school at the time, and I still follow them here in my third year in college. I've been a fan of them for about 5 or 6 years now. I had made this point in my NCT Dream vlog that never happened, but watching this got me feeling very nostalgic because it reminded me of that time, and it made me realize that NCT Dream, or NCT, is my group. Or that I feel like they were made for me or something, for lack of a better phrase, because NCT Dream are full of members who are my age, basically. I am a 2002 liner, which makes me Jisung's age. At the time, there were not many idols who were my age, so when I found NCT Dream, I was so glad that they were a group more my age range. And they made fun and fresh music for young people, and of course, if you are older, you can enjoy it, but nothing screamed youth and growing up and dreaming for the future like NCT Dream. So the animation at the movie highlighted that NCT meant so much to them because they were their youth, and that resonated with me too. I felt like I grew up too fast, but NCT brought me back to my youth since they were such a big part of my life back in high school. And since 2020 or 2021, when I started university, I hadn't really had that K-pop feeling, I don't know, being a K-pop fan like when I was in my teens. I started kind of drifting away from K-pop since there's better things to worry about. And I know there's going to be some people who may say that they can balance out K-pop and school or K-pop and work. but I simply just can't. I couldn't do it like how I did in high school, where I would stand 8, 9, 10 groups and then be following each and every one of them, and then also focus on high school work and marching band. I don't know. And how long has that been? Like 4 years now that it's 2024. It kind of brought me back to that space when I was really into NCT, and it reminded me on why I loved NCT and all of that. I had went with a friend that I met in high school, and they actually introduced me to NCT. Maybe in a podcast episode, remember that thing? I never kept up with it, but maybe now, 2024, I can do it. But I can talk about how I got into NCT and how much they meant to me, or how much they mean to me now. But it was such a good experience because they introduced me to NCT and we were here together, so it was kind of like full circle experience. It just felt so heartwarming to be there. I thought it was going to be an awesome experience, not only because I love NCT and I hadn't focused on them, so it would like rejuvenate my love for them, but I thought it was going to be great because I kind of saw it as a treat because I finally finished my semester, and as I'm recording this voiceover, because I put it off so much, I'm going to start the spring semester soon. At the time I didn't have to worry about school stuff, so I could just think about other things, and when I was there at NCT, it was just a reminder on why they meant so much to me. And at the time I felt so much excitement, but it was kind of funny because I snapped out of it because I would be aware that they aren't actually there, because I'd be waving at the screen when NCT would wave at the camera or be waving at the audience because they actually are having a concert, and I'm just over here in a cinema that in a city that NCT doesn't know. It was humbling, but I was super excited to hear these great songs in a different way, in an updated way too. But now as I'm talking about it, I can't help but get a little emotional about that event. And I felt this way with the NCT Dream movie too. Oh, I should also show this. When I arrived at the mall, we arrived a good half an hour before the movie started, and across from the Cinemark was a store that had a bunch of pop-up shops, and there was a K-pop table. It's the closest to a K-pop store here in my city, but we checked it out. I had no money to get any albums or anything, but they had unofficial but cute photo cards, so I bought 3. They were $1 each, so I just got 3. Just to feed that old K-pop self after being K-pop deprived for a while because of school. I bought a Joshua PC and a Jungyoung PC and a PC of a member of Enhypen. Now, I don't stand Enhypen and I don't know their names, but the only reason why I got this PC because I was intrigued by his hair. When an idol dyes his hair red, it's basically my kryptonite. So I got it because why not? Will I get into them? Probably not, but this is a step, maybe. My friend bought Busok Soon PCs. I was eyeing DK because he's my second 17 bias. But I stayed quiet. I told my friend when we were at dinner together that I was gonna get him, but they took him. And they gave it to me later, so I'm so grateful. This would have been so good for the next weekend when the 17 movie was going on, but I wasn't able to go, but it's okay. I know I said I didn't have time at school, therefore I wasn't able to focus on NCT or K-pop in general, so now I can, but that won't be true because I'll be getting a job in the spring semester will come up. So I might not be able to focus on K-pop again, but I'm glad I had this experience. I'm having trouble really relaxing and chilling. I've been overwhelming myself with school, and pretty soon I'm going to get a job. Then I have to go back to school, which gives me almost no time for myself, let alone for NCT or K-pop. One day I will graduate school, whenever that may be, and I'm going to somewhat grow up because I plan on being a teacher. I don't know, lately I've been having a crisis about my youth and feeling like I grew up too fast. So it bums me out that I won't have the silly K-pop experiences like I used to. Maybe that's why K-pop fans that are minors act ages toward K-pop fans that hit 18 or 19 and up. I don't know, but this NCT experience really took me back, and it was something that I needed after this stressful semester that I had. Anyway, thank you for watching. Even though this vlog was 85% voiceover, 10% haul that didn't pertain to NCT at all, and 5% vlog of the actual event, hopefully you like it either way. And hopefully I get to participate in K-pop more often, and hopefully I can post on YouTube more. We'll see, but I can't promise anything. You'll see me the next time you see me. Bye.